With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear after day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Murray's and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Murray. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Focus, boys, focus! Get it together!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
And that's going to be caught to Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Trey McBride.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
First down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Downs. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's a great read down here near the goal line. Most defenses are keying in on Kyler Murray, knowing they likes to have the ball in his hands. But here he gives it up on the option, and that's a great call as it leads to a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot.
Murray now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. So first and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here now, second and 4.
Murray going to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark. They can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Dobbs is throwing.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better.
Nowhere.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Dobbs. This is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Eskridge here complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line. And they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Dobbs to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey. Easy, easy, easy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
1st down, Murray.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Murray to air it out again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 88 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point good by Prater. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Murray.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Broken tackle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Dobbs throw complete there to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dobbs throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up. And they're really putting together a good drive.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Dobbs to throw. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Merritt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start with the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20, DK Metcalf, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 98 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw is Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
No gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Merritt. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 25 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now down to 20.
34. Cardinals 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
Omaha.
Murray now.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Murray.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Murray.
To the sideline and incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
There he goes left side.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Dobbs is throwing. Out to the flat. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Dobbs. And now here is another interception. It's Marte Mapu, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw is Murray. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Check it.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Big X open, Big X open.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let